following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and germs and bald-headed worms? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and following me on all the social media platforms. That way, if there's a band, song, video, something you'd like me to check out, hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comments below. If you are going to hit me with a DM, please no spamming unless it's actual spam, and then there's a mailing address down there. If you are going to leave it in the comments below, do me a favor, join the I Concur Army and become a Concurpa. It is worldwide and growing. All you have to do is give the comments a cursory glance if you see that your suggestion has already been made or you see another suggestion that makes you go, yeah, that's pretty cool. All you have to do is leave a like on that original comment and below reply with I concur. That'll help my old drug-addled, resin-coated, 90s affected DJ brain get everything into a nice little organized list, and I can put it in the handy-dandy notebook. Also, twice a week, we are live streaming The Wild Side Live, Wednesdays, 11 a.m., Saturdays, 2 p.m., another gathering of the Concurpas, and 2 hours of fun and frivolity, and your opportunity to get me your suggestion or at least get linked up so you can get me your suggestion. Twice a week, Wednesdays, 11 a.m., Saturdays, 2 p.m. Before we jump into today's video, I do want to say thank you to Connect 200, Music to See, and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. They are the reasons I'm here and not asking you for money. Although, if you want to donate to The Wild Side with Eric Clark, all donations go right back into the show to make the show better and provide more content for you. I do have a day job, but the more I earn here, the more focus I can spend on it. So, thank you very much for all of your contributions. Today's video is suggested coming from a previous video I did of this artist, and they said, hey, you got to check out the band that they're kind of in and their cover of Black Sabbath's War Pig. So today we are checking out Ren, and I know that he just dropped, like a couple of days ago, I think yesterday or the day before, Ren just dropped his Rolling Stone interview. So go ahead and check that out. I'll link everything down below. Today we are checking out The Big Push. It is his busking band out of Brighton and their cover of Black Sabbath's War Pigs. Let's check it out.
I just feel like to go straight into Black Sabbath and that's like giving someone a massage and kicking them in the face. Yeah, all right, let's fucking do it. Who wants to kick in the face?
First off, $10 for a CD of this guy. That is a great deal. That is a great deal. You should be having his CDs, man. $10 for this guy's CD at this point.
The people have spoken, Ren.
Good crowd for busking. Really good crowd.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. And hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, yeah. Killing in the name of.
Nice. Paranoid. All right.
She wouldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I'm frowning all the time. All day long I this world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war, peace, hold the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. In the fields, the body's burning. On their knees, the war pigs crawling. Death and hatred to mankind. Poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, God, yeah. And now they do what they told you.
All right.
Now they do what they told you.
You got me.
Now they do what they told you. And now they do what they told you. And now they do what they told you. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
You got me at the end, man. That was good. That was good. War Pigs, Big Push, Black Sabbath cover. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was well done. The guitar player's really good. That was a really good little jam there. It's hard to call that a cover of War Pigs. It's more of a jam mash, if you will, and very well done. Very Ren in the style that I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the Killing in the Name going into Paranoid, then back into War Pigs and rapping with Killing in the Name. That was well done, man. Good change up there, and that's what I wrote. Nice change, a really good funk change to that vibe. You know, War Pigs is a very dark, very dour tone in its delivery, but just adding that change in pace and change in tone brought it to a little different groove, if you will. And they're in a good pocket here. This is a really good performance, a really good display of their abilities collectively, because they're in a groove. They know each other very well. They're obviously working off of each other very well. I give that guitar player the credit. He really tied everything together. He and the drummer. The drummer did a good job of staying familiar, right? Because that's what you're trying to find the thread. They're doing a mashup that they know. Right? And as I got caught at the end there, you don't know where they're going if you don't see them all the time, if you're not familiar with them. So you're struggling sometimes, not with this, but there are times where people struggle with making that familiar connection through that which they know. But they did a very good job of keeping that thread of familiarity through the mashup. So it kept everybody invested. So you could see everybody around. Nobody felt like they didn't know where it was going. Even though at the end I got. They kept it. Ren and the Big Push did a good job of keeping everything in that familiar tone so that you never felt out of place. Really cool jam. That's a really good display of their ability to work with each other, take something that may be three different sounds, combine them to create one good little, 3-4 minute groove. It's very well done. And like I said, for busking, this is one of those situations. It's funny how they're English and Brighton at the same time. Years ago, anytime you get an opportunity to pick up a hard copy of an artist's work, do it. Like if you're at a show and there's a merch table and they have merch there and some of the merchandise are CDs, get them. And the fact that you could get somewhere out there, you could get a Big Push CD for $10, looking back on it, that's a valuable item you have right there. It's a collector's item at this point, CDs are. And you get them at $10. And if you can find an artist that you know is going to explode, is going to create a bigger impact on the zeitgeist, by all means, you should grab that. Many years ago, my wife and I got brought into a club from a busker. He wasn't playing music. He was outside this little pub saying, hey, do you want to see this new band? We went in, watched the band, really, really dug the band, picked up a CD. 6 months later, the Kooks get signed and they release their album, and we're like, hey, check this out. So I thought that's pretty cool that he's still throwing out the hard copies of his music. That's awesome. Got to pay the bills, man. The Big Push, War Pigs, again, Ren just dropped, like I said, I think it was yesterday, the Rolling Stone interview. I'll try to link everything down below so you can get linked up as well. Again, if you have a suggestion for a song, band, video, something you'd like me to check out, hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comments below. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my little video a watch and a listen. Thank you to Connect 200, Music to See, and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Don't forget, every Wednesday and Saturday, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., we are doing the Wyldeside Live. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been the Wyldeside.